All right, what's going on, people? New video. I hope you like it. Make sure you hit that like button and like and subscribe if you like my vibe, because I don't bring you nothing but the real, because that's all I know, man. So check it out, man. Coming to you in the dead of the night, because I want you to know something, man. I care about you, man. And there's a lot of people out here that care about you, bro. It's very important, man. We all find our tribe. I'm still searching for mine, man, because I understand something that a lot of people don't acknowledge. And that's the fact that we've been left out. Some of us been abused. Lots of us been shit on. But that's life, right? You know, a lot of people, they just don't care. They feel like it's not my problem. We've been targeted. We've been set up and falsely accused and slandered. And I hate to say it, but bro, that's the life that we was given, man. You know, a lot of times you just gotta take the good with the bad and keep stepping, man. And as you get on this internet, you hear everybody's testimonies, man. You start to discover it's a lot of people afflicted by the same persecution, poverty, mental illness, loneliness, depression. But I'm here to let you know, bro, I care. I wish I could do something for all my people, but, you know, I'm going through it myself, man. I've been a target now for some years, you know, the gang stalking, the lonely nights, the loss of jobs. I've been through the slander, the bullying, the targeting, being left out, you know, people talking behind my back and homelessness. I've been through it all, man, and I'm still standing. So what's stopping you from still standing? If you're watching this video, just understand, bro, you still standing, man, and that's all that counts. At the end of the discussion, at the end of the day, we still standing, man. We must push forward. It's the most important thing you could do right now, man. And I'm rooting for you, you know. Root for me. I root for people that don't even care about me, man, because I want to see everybody doing good and living their dream life and, you know, rising above what seemed impossible, man. A lot of people out here, man, come with many faces, man, and a lot of people just want to see you doing bad and being down and out, man. And when I say a lot of people, that's exactly what I mean, man. A lot of folks want to see you down and out, but that's why I make these videos, man, because I know it's worth it, man. I know I'll reach somebody and touch their heart in a way that hopefully the next person didn't do. And, you know, but I want you to know that it's a struggle, man. And it's always going to be a struggle, man. And there's always going to be obstacles placed in our way, whether we like it or not. But we can't let that control us, man, or let us get in our heads about it. A lot of times, man, you know, the reality is there's nobody coming to help. That's why it's important that we must learn to help ourselves and move with intention and, you know, move with intelligence, you know, because one false move and it could all be over, man. But at the end of, you know, the end of the day, it depends on what you stand for and do you want to remain standing? Because there's a lot of evil people out here, man, that they can't wait to see you or me down and out. We already know that. It's no longer a secret, bro. And I love all my brothers and sisters, man. You know, my motto was always give people the benefit of the doubt even when they don't deserve it. And I still stand on that to this day, man. You know, and we ain't getting no younger at all. And the world is not getting no better at all. You know, it was a cold world way before the winter came. You know, but like I said, man, you get on the internet and you see tens of thousands of people talking about the same thing, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on? Why is their life like this? What's happening, man? And it's simple, man. Things are deteriorating around us. That's what's happening. People are choosing to walk in the darkness. That's what's happening, man. You got to understand that. When you living in a world where most people choose to walk in darkness, that's going to affect innocent people's lives. And I've always been a good person despite what I went through, despite what people said behind my back, despite the lies. And I'm sure you're a good person too, man. You know, I like to look into the soul, man. I don't necessarily care what a person is talking about, but, you know, I have a good intuition, man. And it's been many times when I got around bad company. When I was growing up, we called it bad weeds in the garden. You know, you get around bad company, you need to get away as quick as possible, man, because there's a lot of bad company out there, man, and that could really mess you up and take you off track, keep you distracted. And you know, it's a lot of people out here on drugs and stuff because of another person was playing on their top and manipulating the energy around them. But the faster you know this, the better off you'll be, man. And I promise you that. You know, I made a video the other night about, you know, get the bad energy away from you. But unfortunately, what I was really saying is a lot of us are going to have to walk alone in this life. We ain't going to be able to have many friends. We ain't going to be able to have a lot of meaningful relationships and, you know, the stuff that you see other people benefiting from and celebrating. And, you know, sometimes you just got to go to a quiet corner, man, and talk to God about it. See what he thinks and see what he puts on your heart and your mind. Because I can't help but say over and over, man, we came into this world by ourselves, and a lot of us gonna be leaving by ourselves, man. And so not trying to come off like depressing and doom and gloom or nothing, but the world just isn't what we thought it was, bro. You can see it. You can hear thousands of people saying it. If you hear watching this video, I'm sure you've already explored many other videos that were similar where people are, I don't want to say complaining, but they just like voicing their concern of just how bad things are becoming, and that they don't know where to turn. They don't know what's going on. They don't understand why, you know, the love is missing out of the world. But, you know, I asked the question, like, has there ever been an abundance of love? I guess it depends on your upbringing and your family and, you know, the choices that they make when you was a child. And, you know, did you get the adequate amount of love? Was your mom busy working? Was your father there? You know, there's a lot of dynamics to why we go through the things that we go through, man. Lots of dynamics. My nose is running, excuse me. You know, But despite those dynamics, when you become a man and you reach full, complete understanding, you know, there's no excuse for you to keep falling for the same dirty tricks of the devil, or keep ending up in these, dead end situations that you got to learn to be able to see farther than the average bear. Because if I don't, we going to keep bumping our heads over and over and over, man. And I guess it's safe to say that that ain't fun. That ain't the way to live life, you know. And we already know about the gang stalking program, where people try to stress you out and sabotage your life. And I know a lot of people wondering, like, what's up with that? Hey, man, I don't know. But I was left out, and I'm glad to say that. I didn't want to be a part of that part of life. You know, I'm doing my mission. I'm living out my soul's purpose, which is to bring this awareness to my people. And a lot of things I say, a lot of shit that I post, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. There's a lot of people that laugh, don't take it serious, think it's a joke, and that's fine. But it don't change the facts. And the facts are, I gotta walk a lonely path, man. I got a very, very small people, a very, very small group of people that actually care about me. I'm talking about, I can count them on one hand, you know. I was the black sheep of my family, and it looks like I'm the black sheep of society. The thing is, I was never a sheep. I was just a lone wolf. And I think that's what you are too, man. We lone wolves out here, man. We don't fit in, and we'll never fit in. And if you understand that, you'll be able to improve your quality of life just by knowing where your position is and the role that you play out here in this cold-hearted world, man. You know, they monitoring us heavily. They waiting for us to slip. They waiting for us to make the wrong decision. Don't let the devil's plan over your life come to fruition. Implement your own program and your own plan. And no matter what you're going through, man, stand tall through it. Learn from it, grow from it. So that way, in the sunset of your life, you could say, you know what? Despite everything, I gave it my best shot, and now my heart is as light as a feather. So I'm ready to go to the next journey peacefully. At least that's what I'm doing. I'm standing out here in the freezing cold and the dead of the night because it's that important to me to let y'all know, man, that I'm really about this, man. I'm really to go through the suffering and to go through the things that I have to go through in hopes that maybe another doesn't have to go through it. But this is a tricky business, and I'm sure you know that. And the devil sets many traps, and he likes to manifest through people around us. There's a lot of trapped souls, bro. Lots of trapped souls out here, man, that they didn't choose the light. They live in complete darkness. But that's not something that I want to focus on, is what the next person did or does. I have a hope that I can bring people back to the light, but some people don't see the light. And some people want to come towards the light. And I ain't talking about the light you see when you in a coma. We ain't talking about that light. We just talking about the light of enlightenment, about peace and prosperity and positivity and growth and development and helping your neighbor and doing what you know is right. You know, I do a lot of talking, but I try to make it count. You know, pain and heartbreak and despair and hopelessness, it's a business for some people, man. That's why it's important to be on your game at all times because, man, your pain, it's a business for some people, man. They want you to be down and out. They want you to feel like trash. People get power off of that kind of stuff, off of that kind of energy, man. And let me just tell you something too, man. Your energy is very valuable to your life and to other people, man. Especially when we tap into our tribe, bro. You'll realize how powerful and energetic and magnetic that you are if you haven't already tapped into your tribe and you find people of a like mind. Then you'll see exactly what I'm saying, man. That there's people who appreciate stuff like this, man. You know, just because I ain't standing on a corner somewhere passing out money to the homeless or passing out turkeys or in a church on the podium preaching the gospel. Everybody's got their place, bro. But this is my place. You know, this is my space. And I'm going to make the best of it, man. I'm the kind of guy that's going to make the best out of a bad situation. I'm going to make the most out of nothing. And I'm going to make $1 look like $100, man. You know. And I encourage all you people to do the same exact thing, man. You know, if you want your reality to be terrible and miserable, then that's what it's going to be. If you want your reality to be improved and be filled with peace and happiness, then that's what you strive for every minute of every day. And don't never let nobody get you down. Because I'm telling you, bringing people down is some people's business. For real. For real. And I'm willing to stand out here in the cold, man. Like, I'm shivering right now, but I'm willing to stand out here in the cold to convey this to people, man. You know, because although there are a lot of people conveying it already, I'm just adding to the pot, man. We're going to build this energy up. We're going to keep going no matter what. And that's how it's got to be, man. Like, it can't be a one-sided fight. It can't be one side doing all the fighting and all the tearing down and destroying and the other side just sitting here taking it. We can't do that. Me, I'm trying to fight this battle with what I can tell you, what I can make you understand, what I can make you see. And like I said, and I'm going to continue to say, I'm getting better as each day passes, man. You know. And I've already been told by certain folks that, hey, man, I've helped people and they've helped me, right? I didn't just wake up one day and decide that this is what I wanted to do. This has been my calling my entire life, man. You know, it just took the right situations to make me snap to it, like the light bulb that went off in my head. And, you know, I want that same thing to happen to someone else in their life, to have that epiphany moment, to realize, you know what, my life purpose is to get up and get moving with whatever it is you need to do, man. You know, I procrastinate still. I work on myself still. I'm still going through the dark night of the soul still. But like, hey, man, progression is a lifelong journey, man. And a lot of this stuff that we're going through, bro, it's just an illusion, man. A lot of it, you know. People out here trying to keep people trapped in their head, not knowing which way to go, man. A lot of it's just an illusion, man. And once a person can realize that, you'll take a leap forward unexpectedly, man. A wish or a dream will come true for you, man. It ain't all gonna happen at once, but little bits at a time. And understand this, man, the same way there's evil principalities in place to stop and block people and keep them down and suppressed, there's also good people in high places and principalities that they don't want to see the community going through the affliction. They're working diligently and feverishly to change the conditions, man. But, with any great things comes great sacrifice. And it's always going to be a fight because good and evil is a real thing that really exists. And power is not something that's given, it's something that has to be taken, right? And so if you want your power that you feel possibly got taken, you got to go take it back. That's why I say that. Take your power back. Power is not given for free, right? And there's a certain degree of sacrifice that comes with it, man. You might have to step out of your comfort zone and you might have to stay that way. But at some point, man, every war comes to an end. The spiritual war has been a very long war, but it's got to come to an end. There's an end to everything, man. There's an end to life itself. So I just wanted to convey that, man, to the people and let you know, man, don't be so down and out, man. And I'm not even saying that you are, but that's more to myself than anybody, man. One thing about me, man, is the more I teach, the more I learn, man. Sometimes I learn through my own words. And to me, that's awesome. I love that. I can say some stuff in a certain way that'll end up making me learn off of my own words. And so that's why I do what I do, man. Life ain't never been easy. It's still not easy. And it probably won't become easy anytime soon. But through a lot of prayer and a lot of effort and hard work, hopefully, even 5% improvement is good enough for me for right now, man. It'll bring relief, and that's what ultimately that's what we want, right? We just want a little bit of relief. We just want a little bit of understanding. And I assure you, bruh, sis, it's coming. You just gotta, stay down. And don't let the negative, intrusive thoughts come and try to infect your mind, because like it's real easy to fall into that, pattern of thinking to where, everything is just terrible and nothing's gonna improve. And bro, hey, let me tell you, man, I'm the biggest person who still thinks like that, man. I gotta catch myself these days to not fall into that train of thought, that doom and gloom that hovers pretty much over everybody, man. And I appreciate the people that can, not let that swallow them up, because, man, it's dark. You get in that hole and that darkness is dark in there, man. But I want the best for everybody, man, and I'm sure you do too. And so that's what we're gonna work on, and that's what we're gonna strive for, man. And it's like, the old saying, we got to be the change that we want to see, and that's real. So that's what we're gonna focus on in this whole coming new year 2026, is to be that change that you want to see, man. Of course, you got to be into that kind of thing. I'm into it. I can't wait to wake up to a better world and be able to go fill my refrigerator with some clean food and drive my car down and go fishing and, spend time with my kids and know that everything is okay and nobody around me is hateful or got bad intentions or ready to backstab and betray. Like, enough is enough, right? So remember that, man. And remember, man, I love you, and so does God, man. We gonna get this shit together. Love you. I really do. Man, I got these gloves on. It's cold out here, man. But like I said though, we gonna get it together and everything gonna be better. And even if it don't improve for us, it'll improve for our seeds and our future generations. But sometimes we gotta fight the war to make it better for our children and their children. So just remember that, man. Think about it. You know, ponder on it, man. And see what you come up with, man. And I'll do the same, bro. And if you like this video, man, leave a comment, man. And we'll go from there, man. It's really not too difficult. But at any rate, man, y'all have a good night. And I'll see you on the next one.